Carolina, is familiar with the names Fayetteville and Pettigrew Street. Here in the center of Negro Durham, more commonly called Hayti, the lifeblood of the community is represented in this busy populace, going vigorously about their daily activities. Hayti is almost completely self-sufficient in her shopping facilities. Busy housewives find the variety of business enterprises here a great asset in helping them complete their shopping chores.
I come of age when it was flush, you know, with black businesses along Fayetteville Street, along Pettigrew Street, black businesses in commercial neighborhoods. You had 5 tobacco companies here: Universal, Liggett Myers, A.L. Robertson, American Tobacco Company, Imperial. And so a lot of folks went right to tobacco factories. The good thing about the tobacco factory, they were all unionized jobs. So they gave, you know, black people an opportunity and a tool to use against, you know, discrimination and whatever else happening.
In the 50s and 60s, North Carolina was kind of hitting tough times. Tobacco industry was slowing down, furniture industry, cotton mills were slowing down, agriculture was in decline.
We always felt slighted, like, okay, we're gonna give up our neighborhood for all these wonderful jobs in the Research Triangle, which never materialized.
They didn't replace none of the business. They didn't replace none of their houses. They really didn't replace it with nothing but 147. That's what you travel up and down the road every day. When I think about Hayti, I look at 147.
Urban renewal was a policy that came out of the Housing Act of 1949, which was a bundle of policies that basically dictated all of our housing policies for the next 50 years. One piece of that was what was called urban renewal, or as James Baldwin famously dubbed it, Negro removal. How it worked is the federal government gave large sums of money to local governments with very little strings attached. The money was to be used for what they called slum clearance, and slums were very, very vaguely defined. And so in city after city across the country, those areas tend to be poor black areas. And in Durham, the primary casualty was the Hayti area.
The Durham Committee and other entities was really selling this idea that they didn't categorize it as urban renewal. You know, for them it's an economic development opportunity. And so they sold the community on this here. And so the vote was that, yes, we're for urban renewal. They cut out spaces for black, middle management, upper management, and then rank and file. And so, you know, those who were in the meetings or had access to stuff, they really sold this idea, and they were really selling it based on what they were gonna get out of it. You look at the Urban Renewal Commission, you see who's on there, no poor people on there.
While revitalization is a ground-up process that benefits most, if not all, the members of a community, in the process of gentrification, there are definite winners and definite losers.
If you just look at the map of Durham, you can see that the East-West Expressway kind of skips the major landmarks, like the American Tobacco Campus, like Irwin Mills, like the Cotton Mills in East Durham, like West Campus and East Campus. So it kind of skirts between all the major landmarks, but it went through less affluent communities of color: Hayti, Brookstown, Monkey Bottom, Crest Street, Hickstown.
It was devastating. I tell you how devastating. I come home in '66, I think, out of basic training, and so I caught the bus, and you know, I tell the guy, you know, cab driver, I'm going to 112, you know, East Enterprise, and you know, he didn't say anything. Starts driving, and I like, whoa, what's happening? Where's my street?
You can see that that whole entire area was quite literally wiped off the map and replaced by this very suburban, low-density style development. And so I think we can ask, where did those people go?
Fairwell Street Project, Few Garden, Cornwallis, the ones that was living in the home that didn't own them. I can't tell you where some of the other ones moved to, but I know the ones that was rentals, they ended up in housing projects. A lot of them. So, you know, 147 was a bad deal for Durham.
So now we got people in the South Side right now who've been displaced from Hayti. They're displaced from Few Gardens. They're displaced from Fairwell Street Projects. You can go on and on and on. So they didn't just face one urban renewal, they faced multiple displacement.
I was a little girl and I remember running up and down Pettigrew. I remember going to the Riggers Theater. I remember going to my cousin's restaurant on Pettigrew. I remember all those things. My kids won't remember that. My kids won't remember but the banging and shooting and the drug selling and all that. Maybe all that was going on back then, but the children did not see it. It was not where we could see it. But they tore away a great part of Durham. And ever since they tore away Hayti, they have been pinching and pinching and pinching on Durham ever since.
With this well-rounded variety of services and conveniences already established in Hayti, there should be no limit to the future development and progress of the community. This fact, combined with the progressive spirit of her leaders, assures her stability, continued growth, and improvement. Thus, having already established an excellent foundation on which to build a better community of tomorrow, all Negro Durham can march on proudly toward this goal.